There we go. Hello everyone! Oh, it's so good to see everyone already here in chat. Oh. You know one thing I really like about Hollow Knight? I love this menu music. It's so peaceful to just start out the stream. I don't feel so stressed when I'm listening to it. So who do we have all in chat? Let's see, hi Papyrus, Floopy Boy. Oh, Fluffy Eevee! It's great to see you back! Nuclear Llama? I love the music too. Anyone else I missed? Oh, Hero! Good to see you! Welcome everyone! So let's go ahead and get started. Last time we ended up in the Fungal Wastes, and we made our way all the way down to Mantis Village, where we managed to salvage a claw that would allow us to do wall jumps, which I think is all we can do down here. So we're going to head back up and buy ourselves a lantern. Explorer Blaze, good to see you too. Alright. So, that's what I'm thinking of doing today, and maybe exploring to see if we can find where the cartographer is, because we haven't gotten ourselves a map of the area yet. We haven't even found the stag station down here, which I'm surprised about. Usually it's not too hard to find those. We usually find them along the way. But a little bit more exploring, I guess, is in order, which I don't mind at all. In fact, I really enjoyed exploring all these different environments here in Hollow Knight. I mean, the area right close to the Mantis village is kind of hard because it looks like the Mantises are all trying to protect their home, which makes sense, but it does make it a little difficult to get around. There are so many wholesome people on chat, and you know, Loon, I think you're the most wholesome of all. You've helped so much with our channel. Hero says, I'm drawing right now, so I'm glad you're here for some good banter. Oh, I'm glad I could be here for you too. Okay. Now up to here. Oh yeah, that's right. This, that doesn't block anyone from hitting me, so I gotta be careful. Down, left, down, left, down, left, down, down, left, down, left. Got you. Okay. Whew. These Mantises are very experienced fighters, you can really tell that. Okay, back up we go. Alright, and I think it was this way. Oh, jeez. That's right, I had to dash away after I hit him. Oh, Dragon, it's great to see you too! Welcome back from the Shadow Realm! Just shared one of my pixel art on Discord? Well, I'm excited to see it after the stream! Thank you! Nuclear Llama says it took me 3 hours to figure out that you can bounce higher on purple mushrooms by down slashing. Yeah, that took me a little while to figure out too. Fortunately, it didn't take me 3 hours. I would have been a little bit lost with that on the stream, if that was the case. There we go. I think the lantern that we're trying to save up for is 1600, so it's not going to be too much longer until we can afford it. Oh, Sunbug! Welcome to the stream! Thanks for joining! For those of you who don't know, Sunbug is a very wholesome streamer that we ended up raiding the last couple times. She just barely finished her playthrough of Hollow Knight, and she said she really enjoyed it, so it makes me really excited to finish up my playthrough. Okay, that's right. So this is where the warning to people coming to the Mantis village is. So we're almost out. go. Yeah, if you feel like you're up to the challenge, Explorer Blaze, you should totally get this game because it does have a very cute art style and it has a pretty good challenge to it. But I don't think it's an unfair challenge. Five Nights at Freddy's, when we played that felt like an unfair challenge because a lot of it seemed very random and not skill-based. But this one does seem very dependent on your skills. Dragon says he's explored every corner of Hollow Knight and it's amazing. Well, I certainly hope to be able to explore every corner of Hollow Knight, but just given the time that we have on the stream, I don't know that I'll be able to. But every location we've been to so far has been absolutely incredible. Let me get on the other side of you here. Ah, come on. Heal up a bit. There we go. Much better. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Bori, Aurori Bori. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're enjoying the game. The lantern is 1800 Geo, by the way? Okay, good to know that. Oh, so many people in chat, it's hard to keep up. Let's see. If you like Souls-style games and you really enjoy this game... Oh, you mean like Dark Souls? I haven't played Dark Souls yet. I hear that one's really hard, though. There we go. Have you defeated the 3 Mantis sisters? Asked Nuclear Llama. No, I haven't met them yet. And it's weird. I would have thought I would have hit a boss to... before I got out of Mantis Village, but apparently not. Maybe I missed them somehow? Is it important to see the Mantis sisters before I leave? The Mantis Lords is such a fun fight? Okay, well, that's good to know. But I'm not really sure if we're going to see them. Maybe we'll see them on the way back somehow? Mantis, stop hitting our fluffy boy. Well, they're trying to protect their place that they live, so I can understand it. Let's see what's over here. Have we gone this way yet? It's a dark corridor. I'm not sure. Dark Souls is honestly one of my favorite games, says Hero. I understand why others don't like it, though. Yeah, it is really challenging. Hi, Vibes. I'm sorry your internet's acting up. Somebody messaged. Hey, Zeta. Welcome to the stream. I think they're in a weird spot, but yeah. They lock you out of progressing the game. Okay. So should I go looking for them then? Okay. No, I remember this. We were here before, and we ended up, unlocking this place. So we can fully explore this section of the area, which we weren't able to do before because we were going in the wrong direction. Oh, we're doing really well! We ended up managing to explore the Mantis Village before, and we're just getting out now. Oh, I recognize this! This is where the cartographer is! I forget what his name is, though. I feel bad. Are you back here, maybe? Oh, yes, you are. Oh, I missed you. I have to go up to Dirtmouth to buy his map. Sorry I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not pop over to our store in Dirtmouth for the purchase of the map of the area? Wonderful. Cornifer, that was his name. Cornifer Best Boy, indeed. Dragon says... Oh, Jagato! Thank you so much for subscribing again! Oh my goodness! Oh, thank you, thank you! Thanks for staying in Castletown with me. I feel a lot less lonely then. Yes, sub hype! Oh goodness! I feel so happy that you're enjoying the stream so much. You're willing to support me like that. Sip of water really quick before we move on. Okay. But yeah, I feel like there's half of the map that we haven't even explored yet. So maybe we'll meet the Mantis sisters along the way. What's in this direction? Oh, jeez. Sorry, sir. Oh, there we go. Taken care of. Oh, it looks like the stag station's over there. So, we probably want to stay down here. Yep. Queen Station, that's interesting. Oh wait, is that a mask shard over there? I wonder how we get to that. Because the gate's certainly locked. Looks like we have to come in from the other side somehow. Ah, no, don't want to fall. Okay, good. Oh dear. I keep seeing these dead bodies around here. I feel so bad, wonder what happened. But yeah, this seems like a grand station. Okay, so stag is this way. Oh, hello. Are you friendly? Excuse me, I wanted to get to the stag station. Oh, come in search of treats, have you? I chanced upon a unique little fungus growing right above us. I found it only in this station. The taste is just divine. Oh, interesting. Can I walk past you? Apparently you're okay. But is there no station then? Oh, you have a riddle for me, Nuclear Llama? Us three lay deep in the village of the Mantises, guarding the Forbidden Lands. Okay, so eventually we'll have to face them to get into the Forbidden Lands, if what you're telling me is right. This place must once have been quite the hub, built at the border between two lands that Misty dropped to one side and the Bulbous grows to the other. Neither place seems particularly welcoming, so while my little treats last, I think I'll stay right here. And that's okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that's where the stag was, even though... Oh, there's another stag sign here. I wonder if that's it. It's not a riddle, close enough. Oh, here it is. Yeah, we'll pay 120 to unlock the stag right here. And it looks like we're still gonna need about 300 to afford the lamp. Oh, not Starry Day! Welcome to the stream! How are you? So, we're just gonna farm a little bit of Geo out here. Ooh. What's in here? Looks like a... I didn't realize that would just instantly kill you. That would explain why I'm seeing that a lot around everywhere. Maybe we'll come back and try the challenges later. Because I don't think we'll need to get there in order to finish the game, but maybe we'll get like a bonus item of some sort. Oh, that's probably what's at the end of it. We have to get past that big spike maze in order to get that shard or whatever it is. I'm doing very well, thank you. We're just trying to earn enough right now in order to afford the lanterns so we can try exploring some other places. In addition, we unlocked a charm last time, which seems like it should allow us to dash downward. And with the power of dashing downward, we might be able to break some flooring. The vine area is a challenge, but it's rewarding. No, I don't think it rewards you with more hit points, but it rewards you with one of the shards to get more hit points. There you go. The stronger the enemy, the more Geo you get. That's the idea. And since we have the Geo Collect charm, that makes it a lot easier to collect them. Alright. And then you. Poof. Alright. And maybe while we're down here, we can try and find where the shaky spot was. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. We got these explodey ones, which I'm kind of trying to dodge right here. Ooh, some extra Geo. So, we weren't even here before. That's surprising. Pick up anything shiny, yes. This game reminds you of Ori? Oh, cool. Oh yeah, this was the other direction we could have gone when we came down here before. Yeah, it does kind of have a very cute but difficult vibe to it. Oh yeah, I remember this one was the one that someone said sounded like a poor kitty. Ah, poor guy. Sorry. Picking up some Geo here. Alright, and there's one down here. Ah! I need to be a lot more careful with you. I'm being so reckless, because I've just been here before. Ah, go. Even picks up advice Ralsei because his soul is shiny and wholesome. Oh no, no! Oh, thanks for the pickup! But do put me down soon. Oh, vibes you said it first? Yeah. That's right, you were the one who said they sounded like a kitty. Alright, I'm trying to remember where it was that we saw the, no, stop it, stop it! The shaky floor, because I want to see if we can dash into it. Although we would have to equip the Dash Master to do that first, shouldn't we? Let's just head back up for now. Dragon says, I can tell you a riddle for the way to get more Geo, or more like a hint. Oh, may as well. I remember you. Nuclear Llama says... Oop, let me finish with this guy before I read what Nuclear Llama says. There we go. That's a lot more Geo. Because it's a stronger enemy. Poor guy. Anything up here? Nope. Alright. Let's heal up. I always thought that those mushrooms sounded like Shy Guy from Mario series. I suppose that makes sense. From what I remember. Okay. Ha! There we go. Landed nicely. Alright, making our way out. I remember a lot of this we couldn't get past. Alright. Then here, dash back up here. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Goodbye. That was painful. Yeah, it wasn't so bad when we were just coming down, where we were seeing these balloon guys from the top where they couldn't spray, but when we're coming up, that's brutal. Let me come up from the top here. And see if we can't get a better angle on him. Ah. heal up pretty quick. Ha! There you go. That's better. And heal. How far have you gotten into the game? Well, we just went to the end of the Fungal Wastes and pick up the Mantis Claw, but as far as I know, that's still pretty early in the game. Deep in the green path, to the most right, you can purchase greed, but with a price. Oh, is... Wait. Green path to the right. I do remember there was a tricky charm that we missed, but I don't know if that's going to be worth it. The souls of the... I mean, Bagel. Bagel is the price. So you can sell the souls of the innocent? That's kind of dark. Let's see, what was down here? Ah. Nothing, I guess. Oh, I think it was like a geo thing that we picked up. Okay, now that we're on the map, we can actually check out where we are. Alright. Oh, you know what you're going to do today, Nuclear Llama? What is it? Go. Pick up some geo there. And walk our way back up. Yeah, you can't tell us you know what you're going to do today and not tell us what it is. We'd love to know. Ha, ha. Oh, you didn't think you'd make it this far? I suppose that's fair. I was gonna go tell Ferb what it is. You go do that. Ha, ha, ha. Ha. Oh, I know where we can get some extra geo if we're running low. We haven't visited the Grub Father in a while, and we've rescued a handful of grubs since then. And the Grub Father, they really like to give us geo as a reward for rescuing his children. Let's go and say hi to him. Oh, where's Susie and Chris? Chris is around somewhere. And Susie's out doing something. I don't know exactly what. Hi, Grub Father! Oh, wow! Well, what's that? He gave us a shard of some kind. This is... Oh, it didn't tell us what it is, but it's a shard of some kind. Inventory. Oh, it's a shard of a mask! So collect 3 more to strengthen your shell and protect yourself from damage. Awesome! So it's like a piece of a heart from Zelda. And that should be enough to give us our lantern. Yep. Yoinking the Grub Father's geo, but we aren't stealing it. He gave it to us as a reward for finding his children. I wonder how many grubs he lost. I guess I could count all the little holes. Oh, hello. Who are you? Tiso. Pale thing. You wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no great warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard of an arena exists somewhere below, one built for our like. Meet me there, and we'll test what skills you possess. I'll be heading down soon. Come find me if you dare. Well, I'm not looking for a fight, though. If anything, I'm just curious about this world. 44 grubs in total? Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Do we have a way that we can keep track of how many grubs we found? Nope, it looks like we're just gonna have to keep track of it ourselves. I'm pretty sure you can also buy Mass Shard, but it's been a bit. Yeah, you can. You can buy it from Sly. Oh, hey! This is Zito? No, Zo. We ended up rescuing him last stream, but he was very bitter about it. He said he could have handled it on his own. But he's still talking to us at least. You there, why are you skulking about in the shadows? Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. I am Zoth the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Tremble before me. While you were hiding here in your dingy little village, I ventured into the dark pit below us and slew a great beast. It had sharp mandibles and atrocious manners. So not only does he not remember us, but he's taking credit for what we did. Oh, Lancer's down in the Dark Kingdom. He has a lot of things to do to try and manage the kingdom in his father's stead. At least the Card Kingdom. Yeah, exactly, Explorer Blaze. I don't want to fight, I just want to make new friends. Yes, all glory to me. But I don't have time for your adultation. I must prepare for my next journey down. Well, if you ever get into another pinch, we'll be sure to help you out, because that's what friends do. Even if you don't consider us friends right now. Alright. So, let's go ahead and enter here. And pick up our lantern. Yes, it was 1800. Yeah, and we can buy mass shards at 150 apiece, and vessel fragments at 550 apiece. Now, I'm not too excited to get the mass shards, because I usually end up just riding on the lowest amount of hit points anyway. I prefer to try and not be hit. Oh no, your screen protector's falling off. If you could only act or spare in Hollow Knight. Oh yeah, that's true. But I suppose that would kind of ruin the challenge of Hollow Knight. The challenge of trying to defeat the different bosses. Papyrus asks, do you like horror games? I don't like them necessarily. But I do enjoy playing them with friends. It's not that thrilling to me to play by myself and get spooked. Oh, you fixed it? Good. I was worried, Nuclear Llama. You've opened several stag stations now, haven't you? I'm thankful for the opportunity to once again travel throughout the kingdom. Yeah, I feel like what we're doing here is we're fixing the kingdom, but Hornet seemed to think we had malicious intentions. She seemed to think that we were here to try and revive some powerful force in here. And we know that they're already waking up. We actually saw them in a vision. It was 3 ghosts. And their masks were in the Temple of the Egg. I know I'm not supposed to figure out the lore right now, but it's all just so compelling. Hornet just needs a Ralsei hug. Well, I did try and give her a hug, but she's just so quick to dodge. As I visit more places, I feel my memories returning to me, like the stagways of my mind running once more. Continue to open stations, and you'll have my deepest gratitude. This place is near the surface. We should take time to rest. This place was once full of travelers. Going, and it seems to be much quieter now. Oh, so to ride, we actually have to be here. That makes sense. Dragon says I'm going to finish every game people call hard because I have no plans in the near future. Oh, well, good luck. That sounds like a pretty big challenge you set for yourself. Okay, so we're going to be going down to the Forgotten Crossroads because there are 2 different places that we can possibly go. There's one. Oh, hello. Did you get lost? A pale thing. You use these old lines. Pathetic. A real warrior carries himself into combat. He has no need for such convenience. Yes, that's all fine and good. You can carry your pride. I will take any help from friends that I can. Horny is like a cat, because every time you get near her, she just goes like, "Mew." Yeah, and she gets really scratchy too, if you're not careful. Alright. So, it takes 2 for Dash Master, so we'll have to unequip our Soul Catcher for the time being. To check if Dash Master... to see if that does a punch. Because if I remember right, there was a weak floor in the mines where we met that person with the poetry. So I'm curious if this will allow us to get past that. What do you do? Oh, have we still not unlocked that? Oh, that's right. It's because that's here. Unlocked. What do you do if you play a game that's too scary? Well, that's a good question. I mean, I do try and power through because usually someone else is playing with me and they want to see what's at the end. Okay, so that's the lantern place. Ralsei, need a hug? Hornet goes, Sha! Apta! She does make very cute noises, I have to say. But yeah, the first thing I want to check out here is these mines. Because up this elevator is a section with a weak floor. Oh, no, it was this. Oh, okay. So we can dash downward, but it doesn't give us enough force. That must be another ability. Oh, you're going to animate this stream? Oh, thank you. Oh, you don't have to do that, but... oh, if you do, I would be so touched. If I played a horror game, but got so scared I couldn't play it again, you know, I think I would talk with other friends who have played the game and ask them more about the game, because I find the more I know about something, the less I fear it. Fear of the unknown is a really powerful thing. You should check on Amelia? Okay, I can absolutely do that. Let me just swap out my Dash Master for the Soul Catcher really quick. Oh, you just animate stuff you like? Well, I'm just so honored that you like my stuff enough that you think it's worthy of animating. Spooky House of Jump Scares scared you a lot? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I haven't played that yet, but I heard that that's very, very cute. And people have suggested that I try it sometime. And hi, Marina! It's good to see you! Thanks for coming! I hope you enjoyed the stream! Okay, so, let's see if Mila has anything different to say. She gave us an interesting poem last time. Oh, hello again! Are you still running about? Why not join me down here? There's plenty of wealth in these rocks for anyone willing to put the work in. Those crystals are worth a fair bit, but I have a feeling that there's something even more valuable hidden just a bit deeper. I can almost smell it. You're welcome to join me. There's enough for both of us. Or if you don't feel like digging, you can just sit here and sing with me. Ha 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 ha. She does have an excellent voice. Oh, you remember something about Amelia? But if it's a spoiler, I don't want to hear it. I want to find it out just on my own. Alright. Oh, you know, do you know Loon, Marina? Loon has been such a good person for this channel. Did you know that he drew the emote? The boop emote Zeta just did? A toll machine with the symbol of a gate. With 50 geo. Okay, we can get a little bit more geo to unlock the gate. Here, little mosquito. We need some of that geo. Thank you. Oh, Shy Marina made fan art of your Sona? Oh, that's so wholesome! Oh, you must be just as wholesome as Loon. That's so sweet of you. I'm so happy to have you on the stream. Oh, you have dreams of alternate future? That's interesting. Oh. Well, this is certainly a surprise. Is this an alternate way to get into the mines? Oh, geez. Whatever this place is, it's falling apart. Oh, Loon is your favorite streamer? Oh, cool. I really enjoy watching his streams too. Although you never know what he's going to stream next. Last time he streamed, he was doing a art commission for someone, and then he played Beat Saber. You never know what he's going to stream next. And thank you so much, Not Starry Day, for the follow. I really appreciate it. Wow, these seem like some very formidable foes here. Wonder what's in here. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so this was an alternate way in. I don't have a map of the area, but I have a suspicion that up there was the place we would have dropped down to. Oh, dragons also has some deja vu dreams. Oh, that's not good. We can't do any damage to them with our nail. So do we just have to dodge them then? Looks like Geo is what we can get if we dodge them. Oh, you hit them in the face to damage them. That makes sense. Oh, but they don't knock back. That's gonna make it difficult. Got him. Ah. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, I was getting very confused that nothing I was doing was seeming to hurt it. Charwing! Oh, everyone's here today. Welcome! Oh, you're already enjoying the channel? Thank you so much, Marina. It just means so much more for me to have you here to enjoy the game with me. Awesome emote, by the way. Well, that's Loon. Loon drew that emote. He's so amazing at art. Okay. Here we go. Smack you back a little bit. There we go. No problem. Yeah, interesting. Oh, I've really been enjoying the game. It's had a mixture of gameplay challenge as well as mystery, lore to unravel as a reward for getting past a lot of the game's challenges. Plus, the art style is very adorable. Alright. There's geo trapped in the crystal. It's interesting. It doesn't seem like the Dirtmouth people seem to value these crystals as currency at all. We can't pick any of it up. Because if we could, we would be rich. Good vibes today? Oh, I'm glad, Hero. My brain is just playing just JoJo music on a loop non-stop. Aww. Oh, your bad dreams come real? Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope things get better for you, Papyrus. Alright. Oh, there's some more miners. Hello. Whoa, 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 wait a minute! Why are you guys not nice like Mira? I thought all of you were gonna be nice, but apparently not. This place does rock, doesn't it? Oh, there's a bench over here somewhere. Here we go. Nice. Think your camera mic disconnected? Hang on. Let me check it. Test. Test camera. 1, 2, 3. Am I coming through? There we go. Thanks for letting me know. Because sometimes I just get in a position where it just doesn't work out very well. Oh, interesting. Can you spike jump? Yeah, that is interesting. Yep, still no map of the area, so we just check it. Oh, you need to leave the stream? Bye, Papyrus. Thanks for joining. Oh, you'd love to play the whole game, Marina? Well, if you're up to the challenge, I would definitely recommend it. It's very fun. Your school blocked Wikipedia, Dragon? I don't understand why they would do that. So we go that way, or we could continue going up.
I mean, I know a lot of teachers will say that Wikipedia isn't the most up-to-date.
Well, sure, but I don't think that there's any reason to block Wikipedia just for that. So, just a rancid egg over there. You love every single part of this game? Well, I've loved every single part of it as well. Ooh. That's an interesting ability it has. It can create environmental hazards even if it misses. So, it penalizes you for dodging too much. It looks like it's not permanent, though. We'll have to think about that. Oh, the DLC is pretty good? That's good to know. So we may want to actually just get around these guys a bit. Ooh. What's in here? Looks like this would have been really hard to get to if we didn't have the lantern. I'm glad we managed to pick it up. Alright. I honestly have no idea where I'm going. I'm just kind of exploring. Ooh. It looks like there's a place we can go to over there, but we don't have nearly the... We didn't have nearly the dash to get here, but where did we fall to? Oh goodness. It looks like there's a lot of memorials here. What in the world did we stumble upon?
An ancient burial ground?
I guess so. You can hit the shards thrown at you. I figured that out by accident. Oh, good to know. Oh, is this important? What is this? Cursed are those who turn against the king. There's the king's name again. Is that the White King, though? That was mentioned in the glyph about the Will of Un, who made Green Path. So are these all of those who crossed the king? That would be very interesting. And they stand as a warning to those who come by. Trust me, you want to go right and up the next room. I can send you a video in Discord if you're on Ralsei's Discord. Yeah. You can absolutely come and hang out on the Discord. I'm just gonna heal up because I don't know what's here. Oh goodness! I didn't expect to. Here's another effigy to those 3 masks. The ones that we found the spirit of. To protect the vessel, the dreamers lay sleeping. Oh, so these are all the dreamers. Ooh, I'm going to write this down because this seems like very important lore. So there is Monamon, the teacher. In her archive, surrounded by the mist, Lurien, the Watcher, in a spire overwatching the city, and Hera, the Beast, in her den amidst the deep darkness beyond the kingdom. Through their devotion, hollowness lasts eternal. Oh. So that must be one of the reasons why Hornet was so concerned. Because whatever happened to these 3 people affected the entire Hollow Nest. They may actually be the ones responsible for cursing the Hollow Nest, so that everyone down here is hostile. Oh, the map overload reminds you of Metroid? Yeah, it does have that kind of feel, doesn't it? Huh. The Dreamers' locations were added to the map. Go no further, little shadow. Oh, this is the same voice. The voice that reached out to us when we defeated Hornet. What compels its climb out of darkness? What compels its return to the sacred kingdom? A call from beyond the seals. By the vessel or by that captive light? Would the seals break? They cannot be undone. But the vessel awakens, that plague springs anew. They must be undone. Yet our seals remain, our duty holds. It must be cast away. Our duty holds, it shall be done. Wait, what's gonna go? Whoa! What's going on? Are they going inside of us? Fade away, little shadow. Fade away and let us sleep in peace. What? What happened? Well, it seems that we're alive. Oh, but wait. This place looks very strange. It has those glyphs that show up whenever we talk to those 3. You know so much bug lore. How did you find this so early? I don't know. I was just exploring. I didn't realize this was really far into the game. Well, whoever this is, this spirit seems to be leading us somewhere. I'm willing to follow it, because I don't think there's anything else we can do at this point. Alright. You know, I think one of the reasons I managed to get here so early is because I focused on trying to buy the lantern so early so we could progress. But I didn't realize we progressed this far. Are you another spirit? Can you help me understand more of what's going on? What a terrible fate they visited upon you. To cast you into the space between body and soul. Oh, so we're in limbo right now. Will you accept their judgment and fade slowly away? Well, I think that would be kind of an anticlimactic end, don't you all think? Or will you take the weapon before you and cut your way out of this sad, forgotten dream? Well, we're going to get another weapon? What is that? Well, yeah, we're absolutely going to take it because I think this is all a misunderstanding. Whoa, look at that! You've taken the dream nail. Hold down Y to charge a slash with the nail and cut through the veil between dreams and waking. So does that mean we can do that anywhere? Oh, hello! How did we get here? Man, we're doing a lot of traveling off-screen. The dream nail reads people's thoughts and steals ghosts. Well, they failed to mention that when they gave it to me. Ah, you've returned. Welcome back to the waking world. Oh, it's the Seer. Those figures. The dreamers. They reached out with what little power they still have and dragged you into that hidden place. But that talisman you now wield, the dream nail, it can cut through the veil that separates the waking world from our dreams. Even the dreamers themselves cannot hide from such a weapon. Though I must admit, that sacred blade is dulled over time. Perhaps, together, we can restore its power. You only have to bring me essence. Essence, the precious fragments of light that dreams are made of. Collect it wherever you find it and bring it to me. Once we have enough, we can work wonders together. Go out to the world, wielder, and hunt down the essence that lingers there. Collect 100 essence and return it to me and I will teach you more. You're still unpracticed in the way of dreams. Collect 100 essence with the dream nail and visit me and I share what wisdom I have. Essence can be found wherever dreams take root. Have you seen them? Those whispering plants that grow all over the kingdom? I believe there's one just outside. Why not strike it with your dream nail and see what happens? Thank you. I was going to ask what in the world that looked like. The moth will give you a reward and upgrade your dream nail for collecting enough essence. Well, that makes me feel lucky for getting it so early, because that means now wherever I go, I'll have the opportunity to upgrade my dream nail. And we ended up in the resting grounds, and of course we don't have a map for the area, so we don't have any idea where we can get back. Oh, so if we hold the dream nail, we slash it, and oh, that's how it works. It slashes, and then scatters its essence everywhere, and we can pick it up. Hopefully there's not a time limit to it, that would be annoying. But that's a lot of essence for one tree. I was only expecting to get one per tree. But it's being very generous. Was this going to be 20 essence for the tree? Yep, 20 essence for the tree. Okay. And then this. Yeah, we can't get into that just yet, because we don't have the ability that allows us to break fragile ground. Which is interesting. I was expecting to find that a lot sooner. So there's a place we can go here. Oh, it's silent here. That's ominous. Oh, it's because there's a sacred relic here of some kind. The Dream Shield. Oh, that's all the way down here, yeah. Don't think we were supposed to get here nearly at this time. A defensive charm. Once wielded by a tribe that could shape dreams, conjures a shield that follows the bearer and attempts to protect them. Oh, that could be very useful. Just saying that dream hailing enemies will give you soul. So, if we were to charge it up next to an enemy, we could just absorb their soul? That would be interesting. Oh, it's the stag station! I hope we can afford to open the gate. Oh, and then there's Conifer. Was here as well. Okay, let's rest. We managed to get all the way through that. Oh, and we don't even have to unlock it. That's really nice. But let's explore around here first before we just head back. I kind of wish we had unlocked the mine. Oh, there we go. We can rejuvenate some of our soul here. Good. It's only if you hit an enemy with a dream nail, they will hive you soul. I think that was a little typo. And then over here, what was it? Oh, this is it! Let me get over this because I don't know if they can see me. They will give you soul. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Alright, so. Yeah, we're here in the resting ground. What was in the other direction? Oh, that's the entrance. And is there another stag station here? A mechanism with a slot for some kind of pass. Interesting. What kind of pass is that asking for? Can we get down and walk? I guess so. Oh, but that doesn't get us anywhere. There's a giant gate here that's not open. I wonder how one would open that. There's a lot of mysteries in here, but it does slowly give you answers. Which I do appreciate, because that makes you feel rewarded for exploring. But yeah, it looks like the only way that we can get out of here is by that stag station. So that's where we're gonna go. And I don't think 103 is going to be enough to get all of the maps that we missed, but we can at least try and buy the ones that we have. Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting to get such a huge dump of lore in this playthrough. I just happened to stumble in the right direction, I guess. Alright. Back up to Dirtmouth we go. Hollow Knight is one of those games that's fun to explore, except it's deep. Yeah, I could understand it if we tried to explore every inch. It would probably take us hundreds of hours. It just seems so vast the way it is right now. Alright, so to get a map, we would need to talk to Conifer's wife, Iselda.
Bapanada.
Okay, so we can get Fungal Wastes and the Resting Grounds. So, we can't afford both of them. We'll just go ahead and get the Fungal Wastes for now. And then we'll come back for the Resting Grounds later, because I don't think we're going to be going back to the Resting Grounds soon. Because we explored everywhere we can access there. Can we actually look at the map from here? Yeah, okay. So if you look at the Fungal Wastes... Okay, we can see all the places we've explored so far. It looks like there's a couple places that we hadn't explored. And there's... Oh! right in the center there. That must be one of the dreamers that we can find. Can we find any of the other dreamers on the map? There's a dreamer beyond to the right. And I can't see... Oh, the third dreamer's all the way down in the bottom left. I mean, I don't know whether it's a good idea to unlock the seals, but that seems to be how we're progressing. So I guess that's where we're going to be going. There's an area you haven't visited in the blue area around the bottom. Okay. That little area down there. Let's see, and there's a blue area. No, there is... Oh wait, there was an area that we couldn't get in the bottom right-hand corner because we didn't have the dash ability. So we can at least head over there. I don't know if that's what you were referring to, not Starry Day. But we can at least check it out. Oh, he looks just so cute! I can't... You know, just because we look at ourselves every single time we play, we kind of take it for granted, but we do look rather adorable. But we have a lot of power to protect our friends, which I suppose that means all the new friends that we're making right now. Although I don't know how many of them actually consider us friends. Because I know if Hornet were to be asked, she wouldn't consider us a friend. But we've never been hostile to her except out of self-defense. To be perfectly honest, I think I would trust her to explain to me the lore of this kingdom much more than I would any of the others. There we go. Yeah, so you can get in here. Here's a little rest spot. Oh, hello! Ooh, you surprised me. Hello, hello. Come in, sweetling. Come in and make yourself at home. Oh, the charm lover. I'm Salubra, and this is my cozy little charm store. Did the townsfolk out there tell you to come and visit me? Yes. This is a lovely little village, isn't it? Warm and intimate and full of life. Oh, what are you talking about? Oh yes, charms! I can see that you've started your own collection. Very nice. I'll show you some of my own, and you can take one home with you if you like. Ooh. So this would be very, very useful to start saving up money for. I would want to start with the charm notches though, so we can have more effects equipped at a time. At the bottom left, there's an empty space on the map. Look when you have a chance. I forget what the first areas are called now, but it's the blue one. Oh, thanks for the pogs! We managed to make it to the charm store. I think that's worth a pog. Alright. So what charms do we have? Have you ever drunk that bright blue lifeblood liquid? It's a bit of a taboo, but it does make you feel healthier, doesn't it? The charm seeps lifeblood and will certainly improve your constitution. So does this mean that it gives us temporary hit points if we equip it? I guess that makes sense. The nail you wield is adorable, but do you sometimes feel it could be a little longer? Go on and take this charm home with you, and suddenly your enemies will be within reach. That's a good one. That'll definitely come in handy for a lot of these bosses. Steady body. Simple design and very classy. Made out of a solid, nice, heavy material too. Wear it and you'll be able to stay firmly in place while swinging your little nail around. Oh, so we won't get a knockback when we swing. But we managed to keep that in check pretty well. I'm not too worried about that one. The Shaman Stone. Are you a spellcaster, you little scoundrel? Oh, I'm just teasing. If you ever learn any spells, you should buy this charm. I've heard this will make a spell be much stronger. Okay, so that will charge our vengeful spirit. And then quick focus. The crystal set in the center is lovely. Exquisite, even. I've heard that this crystal helps you to focus. So if there's something that you're interested, if that's something you're interested in, you should take this beauty home. So, I think that would increase our healing time, or decrease our healing time. But at the moment, the ones I'm looking at are the charm notches and the long nail. Oh yeah, the shaman stone could be really good, especially when we face some of the other bosses, but it takes 3 notches in order to wear. So, you're going to have to be really judicious with that one. Alright. Now let's check out the map again. So you said the blue area, the bottom left. Not Starry Day, are you talking about the elevator shaft over there on the left-hand side? Because in the passage right to the left of that forgotten crossroads, there was some sort of an elevator shaft we couldn't figure out how to get into. Are you saying that would be open right now? We can always check. Oh, hello. I'm not in the mood for a hug right now. Your hugs kind of hurt. You're a little aggressive with your hugs. Sorry. Alright. So yeah, we'll head over that way and see if we can't find something else that we missed last time. You're trying to remember about the elevator? Okay. When I first discovered it, someone in the chat said that the elevator is a major spoiler, so I would be careful about that. Yeah, we can climb and everything, but we can't do anything to get into this elevator right now. And it doesn't seem like that's changed. Oh, you can't remember? Okay. We'll just head back to the mines then. Because there's so much more to discover in the mines, but we just happened to go all the way over to the resting ground. That's right. We need to go... Oh no, we can go this way. That's fine. There we go. Goodbye. Alright. Heal up a bit. And continue onward. Up we go. That's right. Let's go ahead and save here. You know, if it happens that the boss of the mine shaft requires you to have the ability that allows you to punch downward, that won't work out very well for us. Okay, that was one more up that we have to go. There we go. And back into the mines. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Dodge a lot of these falling stalactites. Alright, and come down here. Trying to count how many it takes to take down these crystal guys. Oh, I was one away. Alright. Go up here. That's right. And then we went this way. Went this way. And then we had to fight these hostile miners, which really confused me. And I think we went straight forward, but instead of doing that, let's try going up. Up, 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 up we go. Nothing here. Sorry, we'll go ahead and grab this geo from you. Because we have now a lot of charms we need to save up for. It goes to that place. Dragon says it goes to that place where it does this and its map place. I ain't spoiling it, but I'm giving hints to the people that know. Okay, so I shouldn't feel bad that what you're saying doesn't make sense to me because it's not supposed to. Thank you for being so conscious of not spoiling anything from me, Dragon. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh, interesting. Ha. Ha. I wonder what's up here. It doesn't look like we can get through there. So we'll have to... Yeah. There we go. A lot better. Okay, there you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Taking care of that. What's up here? Oh no, come on. And dash. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Ooh. And then exit off to the side here. Ah, shoot. I overshot that, and there was no reason for me to. Wait, you just hit their pickaxes back to them? Yeah, someone said that you could. Unless I was hearing wrong. Ha! Oh dear. Ha! Oh, come on. Oh, I need to heal. There we go. Yeah, took care of one of them. Ha! Ha! There you go. Yeah, now I can show it. I was getting hit a bit too much. And they also said you could hit these ones back to them. Ha! Oh no! Oh, where are we going to be revived? All the way back here? Alright. Let's try and not get rid of our shade so easily. Huh, there we go. Ah, rubbish. Yep, that does set me back a bit, but not permanent, thankfully. Ha. Here we go. Back into the mines. It does get a lot easier when you actually know where you are. I wonder if we can choose a different direction to get into that place where we got lost. Alright, you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits. Okay. I think that was the same place where we encountered them in the first place. Ha. Go. No problem. And then here. Oh, that's right. We hopped up this way. We hopped up this way. Ah yes, and there's our shade. Good, good. Ha! Ha! Got it. No problem. Alright, let's see if we can knock these shards back at these flies. Oh no! Missed that one. Ha. Yeah, they shoot it so fast. Ah, dang it. Okay, so it does. There we go. It doesn't go straight back to them. That's not good. Let's go this way to just have a chance to recover. Okay, I think I just want to dodge them because it doesn't seem... Ow! It doesn't seem to be worth fighting them. We're getting a lot more hurt by fighting them than we are just by running. Let's reset them. We'll try and go above them. Oh, I missed that jump. Okay. Oh, come on. Up, up we go. Up, up. Oh no. It's just a grub over there. Phew. Man, this is hard. Oh, you can break the crystal things? Well, that'll help. But at the same time, I don't know what else is there for us to do. Let me try going down, because maybe the cartographer is there. No, no, no! Oh! Again! Ah. Oh, hi, Narthan! It's great to see you. I was going to say the game has been treating me well, but it just killed me again. I just feel so embarrassed when I go to such the normal creatures rather than bosses. I feel like the normal creatures should be a piece of cake. I do know there's an ability in the cavern you can get, but you just don't remember where. Well, I'm sure we'll find out together. Bless you, whoever sneezed. Who sneezed in chat? Oh, Dragon knows where. I'm sure there are people who have the entire hollowness memorized, but that's certainly not me right now. Alright. We just need to get back our shade for the second time. And this time we're just going to go down. Ha! Ha! Okay. So we're gonna pick up our we're gonna pick up our shade, and then we're gonna come back down and save. That's all we're gonna do, so that we can have a save point here in the mines. Okay. Ha, there we go. Worst part of the game is jar roulette. Only people who got far into the game will understand. I certainly don't. I'm not that far in the game myself. It's a pro gamer floof making all of this progress. Oh, thank you, Floofy boy. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know where exactly I'm going, to be perfectly honest. Oh, looks like we have to deal with them no matter where we go. Looks like there's some Geo back here, if we can manage to get past them. Excellent. Pick up some Geo over here. And then we're back over with these guys. Was there anything over here that we could have done that did not have to do with the ancestral ground? I don't quite remember myself, so just going to check. Nope. So yeah, we'll need some other ability to try and get to the other side of that gap, I guess. Heal up. There we go. And go past, and backtrack. So it looks like we're just gonna have to head upward. Ouch! Alright, so if that's the case, we'll go ahead and save because we picked up some geo at the very least, and we don't want to lose that to something dumb. Alright. Rest there, and head upward. But yeah, Narthan, we ended up finishing A Hat in Time last week, so we decided to start playing Hollow Knight. For those of you who haven't met Narthan, we ended up raiding his Hat in Time stream. Ah, on. It's just not worth it for me to fight these guys. Because we just lose so much of our soul fighting them. There we go. Oh no! We were making such good progress on them. Here we go. They can get really annoying in close quarters. I can only now imagine Ralsei plays Minecraft and I don't know why. Well, you'll be happy to know that I've been considering playing that for a while now. But a lot more people were excited for me to play Hollow Knight on the Discord server, so I agreed to play that first. Oh, there's another grub behind a giant spike puzzle. Oh, wow. So there's creatures that set off lasers. They'd be really dangerous if you don't keep track of them. Ha. Alright, heal up a bit. Narthan says, sweet, the ending was cheesy, but I almost cried for some reason. I think it was because of the sacrifice everyone makes for you. Started Hollow Knight, but you only got halfway through. Well, that kind of makes sense because this is a very challenging playthrough. I've died a significant amount of times to it. And I have to say I did enjoy the ending of A Hat in Time, although it was, I guess, a little bit hollow, if I could say that. It was a little bit cheesy, but it was charming. Okay, up. Ha, ha. There we go. Alright, now time to try and find the cartographer. Somewhere up here. If he didn't get killed by all these lasers. My goodness. There he is! Hello! Come to scale the mountain. I have heard the tale of a summit way up there. Too far for me, though. I'm certainly not one for heights. Would you like to purchase a map? Of course! Thank you so much! Oh, I only can manage to do puns if they're pun intentional. So, don't look at me for any, like, clever pun writing. This isn't gonna be easy. In fact, I don't think we can go at all. There's nothing for us to grab onto. Huh. Maybe we were here too early. Maybe we need another ability. Oh, you need to tell us something? What's that, dragon? Yeah, I do need a bench. I don't know if I'm gonna make it back to a bench, though. You called the ending of A Hat in Time hollow while playing Hollow Knight. Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I? Oh, there's a place we can go up here. Is there maybe a bench this way? Oh dear, I don't think I'm gonna survive. Ha. Nope, I didn't survive. I need to get it back all the way up there to get it back. Ah, rubbish. And yeah, you'll get something from a boss a little later? Okay, good to know. Ha. Ha, ha. Just make our way back, pick up our shade, and move on. Ha. There you go. We managed to do that room damage list. Nice. Oh, jeez. Just gonna move past these guys. I guess you can do unintentional funds, yeah. You don't know that for sure, but you have a vague knowledge? Well, a vague knowledge is kind of what I've been running on for this entire game, to be honest. Okay. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Careful, careful. Okay, there we go. Come on. I think I'm just being too aggressive with those. Ah, come on. Ugh. Ah, okay. Alright, we're back. We can pick up our shade here. Wherever that is. Oh, come on. Don't kill us, Shade. But now we're back in the same situation. Oh no. The barrels are breakable? Good. Where the shiny thing is near Conifer, jump and slash down. It'll give you a boost like a double jump. Alright. I'm willing to do anything that's not gonna kill me. Okay, break the barrels. See, there's a shiny thing next to Conifer. Oh, you mean the crystal right there? Oh, you can use the barrels as a boost as well. Where the shiny thing is near Conifer, jump and slash down give you a boost like a double jump. If you dash to the right and wall jump to the left, you might be able to get up there. Okay. Does this redo the barrels? Sweet. Okay. Huh. Wait. Oh, there you go. That didn't seem to give me, like, as much height as I was hoping to. Yeah. No. Okay. Nope. I just keep dashing out. There's a boss in the area. I don't know where he is, but you'll probably get the ability I'm talking about. Oh! I almost had it. Jump, dash, wall jump. Ooh. Nothing yet. Nope, not doing it. Nope. I feel like I'm just barely missing it a lot of the time. It's alright, you can always do it later? Okay. Yeah, double jump would definitely help out, if we could get it. Alright. I'm going to see if I can backtrack to the bench. It may be a dumb idea, but I would love to be able to save. Yeah. At least the shade's one room back. This is a very difficult area. Maybe there's supposed to be an easier area for me, or an area that requires less abilities. But considering that, I'm really impressed I was able to make my way to the relic ground without too much issue, and then make it out. Alright. Past you. And then head this way. Pick up our shade, which is here with all the laser crystal people. There we go. Ha, ha. Okay, now we have it back. Now we just need to be careful with these laser people, or creatures. I said be careful. I just got myself shot. What an example I'm setting. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, we're in a lot better shape now. Good. Maybe you should recover your shade and keep backtracking to the bench and keep building up soul, killing easy enemies, and try and press forward with full health and soul power. The decision, I just don't know how much further we have to go. Oh, it looks like we only have a little bit more that's been mapped out, so it might be worth exploring that. Okay, no, 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 no! Come on, there we go. Oh, there's a bench over here! Wait, can we get to the bench? Oh, there's someone sitting in the bench. Hello? Oh, it's the Crystal Guardian! No! No, no, no. Okay, so he's shooting lasers. And then he calls lasers. Alright, I'm just gonna try and be silent for this. That doesn't do us. Sorry, I'm being silent, guys. I just have to concentrate. Oh, okay. Phew. Oh my goodness. Oh. I did not expect to do that on the first try. Especially with 2 hit points to start with. Oh goodness. Whew.
That was amazing.
I just need a breather. Wow. You thought I was gonna die because I was a scaredy cat. Oh, come on. Ralsei focuses so much on that. Oh, Lord. Haha. We did it. Woohoo! Oh, I'm sorry. I missed Narthan. Narthan went away. That's okay. You weren't being greedy enough on some parts. You could have healed so many times, but didn't. Well, I didn't trust myself on the timing because some of the times I healed, I just got injured right away afterwards. So, I decided to play it a lot safer. Yeah, I still won. If you wanted to take the controller, Floofy Boy, you can absolutely play it for me. I'd be more than happy to watch you.
I think Ralsei did amazing.
Gimme! Okay, I'll give it to you. Where do you live? I don't know what that got us, though, unfortunately. We managed to unlock that section. Do we have this place on the map? Yes, we do. Oh, we need to go up. That's right. We can't go that way. We just had the promise of a resting bench here. We got a bench. Yes, that was our reward for our long, tired battle with the Crystal Guardian. What is this? We got the shopkeeper's key. What is that? Small grass key made in the likeness of a shopkeeper. That looks like Sly. I wonder if Sly could use that. Put his hand to the screen. Here, give me the controller. Once you beat the boss, you get his bench. Yep. That seems to be what we won. And it was very well fought battle for the bench. So I'm certainly going to relish that bench. It was blood, sweat, and tears that went into getting that bench. Alright, so what's up the mountain here? Looks like this should be a dead end, according to... Oh, it's Quirrell! Quirrell we've been meeting in a lot of these relic places. Quite a view, no? I'm not surprised you've survived the trek through these shimmering caverns. There's an air of strength about you. I suspect it would be quite intimidating if not for your small stature. Aw, they think we're cute too.
Everybody.
Did it sadden you to see those miners below still laboring in their endless task? Even overcome, strong purpose has imprinted upon their husks. The crystal ore is said to contain a sort of energy, not as powerful as the soul of the city dwellers harnessed, but far less lethal. Strange to know such ancient facts. I wonder where my knowledge comes from. Yeah, I think you know a lot more than you let on, Quirrell. In fact, you've been the nicest person to me down here. I'm really happy when I bump into you. Ralsei asks, is the bench magical? No, Ralsei. Does it make me more awesome? No. Then what do I do with the bench? You can take a seat. And sometimes that's all you need, is a breather. Well, I'm not getting up there. Some more people mining back here. Are you hostile? Or are you friendly? Okay, you're hostile. There you go. Oh no, and I need double jump to get up there. Oh, it's rubbish. What's down over here? There we go. I'm surprised that Mira isn't overcome, because she seems very similar to these other miners. There you go.
Maybe there's more to her than meets the eye.
For a miner, they carry a lot more pickaxes. A lot of pickaxes to throw, yeah. That is one thing that impresses me about them. Okay, and thanks to my charm, I don't have to be right over there. The Wanderer's Journal. What is that? Ow! I thought I was safe, but apparently not. Okay. Journal. Oh, it's right here. A journal left behind by a long-dead traveler. The words are written in a forgotten dialect, difficult to understand. A relic from Hollow's Nest past. The item now holds little value except for those dedicated to the kingdom's history. Interesting. How's Mira doing anyway? Well, she's not corrupted, that's for sure. And that was really good to know. A little bit more to explore. But I'd be surprised if a bench is all that we find down here. Maybe we were supposed to find the relic down here, and that was all. Oh no, there's a mine shaft here. That goes down that fairway. Oh, and there's an exit here. Which direction does the exit go? Where are we? Okay, so we're just one spot away from where the bench is that we earned. So let's go ahead and head back to that bench. If we can. Come on. There we go. Ha! Ha! Okay. So yeah, that's not worth it. And if we write this back up, yes, this is where the bench is. Yeah, to the right there was another passage, but I want to make sure that I save and heal up before I head in that direction, because I've learned my lesson very, very much. I don't want to proceed without being safe. You never know when you can use a safety save. Alright. Now, what's in here? Oh my goodness! What were they building here? It looks like a giant spider of some sort. Oh! Yeah, this is going to be a difficult traversal. I am very glad to save. Yeah, giant enemy spider, that's for sure. Okay. Oh no! I should have turned around. I was silly. And this way. There we go! Ah! Alright, we gotta backtrack and heal. Otherwise we're gonna have to pick up our shade again. Ha! There we go. Yeah. Now that we're at this jumping challenge, I am really glad that we managed to win the bench from the Crystal Guardian.
Maybe that's why the bench is there.
It's best bench.
It's the best bench.
The best bench in all of Hollow Nest. That's why everyone wants it. Even a tuckered out old Crystal Guardian. Okay, this way. Yep. We just became the champion of bench. Ah! That happened last time too, I just jumped off too soon. There we go. Alright. Ooh. This looks like it's going to be a challenging platform. So we just gotta navigate the safe zones. This particular part, it reminds me a lot of Ori. The platforming challenges. Ori and the Blind Forest had a lot of platforming challenges that were difficult and fair, a lot like this. Go. Oh, come on! Did I really just barely miss that? Oh, that was rubbish. Okay. Oh, jeez. Went in the other direction. Got it. No! Oh, no, I have to come back here to pick up my shade, too. Ah. Alright. Try again. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick it up and come back at this point. It's like a point of no return. But fortunately, I'm getting a lot more familiar with the platform challenge. So I should die a lot less, in theory, unless I'm just rubbish at it. Oh, there it is! Alright, how much time do I have left in the stream? 15 minutes. We'll give it one more go. And if it doesn't work out, then we'll head back and buy some charms. Go. Alright. Here we go. Oh! Ah! Ate my jump input. Yeah, I'm glad you were here to enjoy the stream. It's not over yet. Like I said, we still have 15 minutes. There we go. Phew. Oh, we got to some sort of a checkpoint. What's down here then? Did we get anything for getting this far? Well, down another mine shaft, I suppose. Can't go that way. Can we go this way? Oh, there's something beating in there. That's ominous. Hello? Ugh! We consumed the crystal heart. Hold down the left trigger while on the ground and cling to the wall to concentrate the force. Release the button to blast forward and fly through the air. Oh, this is the ability we were looking for in several places. Awesome! So this should allow us to get across the gap that's by the cartographer, and it should allow us to get across the gap that the Hornet went across. So that's kind of where I would want to go next. But let's see how much time we have. Alright. So, we're supposed to hold down the left trigger, and we let go, and we go until we hit something. There we go. Whee! Whee! Oof. Awesome. Okay, we should probably try and find a bench somewhere. Hang on, can we dash upward with this ability? Oh no, we can only dash left and right. So it looks like going upward is a different story. But that's okay. Oh, we can even use this ability to... We can pick up that grub, and we can use this ability to visit whatever shrine that was across from the resting grounds. Go free, little grub! Alright, but where's the resting grounds from here? Directly below us. Sounds good. So let's check out that first. But, before we do anything else, let's take a rest on the best bench. That room with the mapper has a huge pit. Yes, I know that. If we have time, I'd like to see what's on the other side of that during the stream today. But for now, what I know we'll have time to do is see what's across the gap of above the burial grounds. Oof. Oh, so we can't go this way, it looks like. Aw, man, I got myself trapped in an area I didn't want to be. Ha! Just just want to get out of here. I'm sorry. Ah. Apparently they won't take an apology. Maybe that's just one thing that comes with the curse. Is they aren't very forgiving. So that'll take a longer time to get to than I thought. So then that means the closest thing is actually going to be the gap by our cartographer friend. I guess you could say the miners are a bit picky. Yes, you could say that. Alright. Up we go. And let's see what the cartographer didn't see. Oop. Ah, I was supposed to go downward, wasn't I? Disoriented. Oh well. We'll get there. Oop. Wrong direction. This way. That's better. Alright. Cartographer has moved on. What's in this direction? Yeah. Oh wow, we're still going. Charge again? Yeah. Again? Yeah. Oop. Oh dear. There's another big platforming challenge, isn't it? Here we go. Got it. Piece of cake. Oh my. An elevator. Where does it go?
Looks like it goes down.
Oh, it goes down to Dirtmouth. Well, I suppose I was gonna say it's a good time to wrap up, but there's a dreamer who just appeared in front of us. The Gravedigger. Hey, another wielding a weapon. I suppose you'll be leaving many corpses in your wake. If you won't spare a thought for the dead, and consider all the extra work you force upon those in my profession... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize there were people who cared for the souls. Do as you will, little wanderer. Cut your path towards your goal. I shouldn't complain. It is your kind that keeps folks like me in business. I'm glad you see it that way, but if there's any way I can make it up to you, I'd be more than happy. No, I was just saying the same thing. Alright, well thank you all so much for coming to the stream. I was really happy to have you all to enjoy it with me. So, let's then try and find another wholesome streamer for us to raid. Yes, thank you all for coming. I'll be uploading this stream to YouTube in a couple days. And in the meantime, come and check out the Discord server. The invite code should be on the screen right now. Yes, hugs all around. Thank you, Loon. Here. Let me start it going. Hug everyone. I hope you have a good night too, hero. Alright, let's see if we have any wholesome streamers playing Hollow Knight. Ooh. Let's see. Is Mad Sours available? She looks kind of wholesome. Alright, Well, looks like that's who we're gonna raid. Thank you all so much for coming. And we will see you on Tuesday when we continue the stream. Bye! Hopefully we can make a new friend here.